What have you noticed since you've taken over as head coach that has you feeling good about what's to come this season here at Bellmont?
Just establishing culture. When I first got here, we talked about three things that we really need to focus on: living and dying in the weight room, recruiting kids, and then having a hate-to-lose mentality. And I really feel like we've had a good group of kids that have really honed in on that and have really developed the culture over the last 4 months, 5 months that I've been here. So, we did really well getting into the weight room. To brag on my guys a little bit, we have right around 55 guys, I think. And during the summer, we had 39 be in our 90% club. So, I don't think a lot of people give us kind of the credit that's due there, because it's easy to show up when you play on a good team, a winning team, 42-game lose streak. And these kids have really decided that they want to change the culture and show up and put the work in. And so that's something I'm really proud of.
I was going to say, just knowing you've got the numbers up, you've got at least some buy-in from these kids, trying to change that mindset. How do you feel like just those kids are just buying in just over the last few weeks to try and change that mindset? Because like you said, 42 straight dating back to 2021. It's been the last time that Bellmont won a game.
I think we have a really good group of seniors. There's only 8 of them, but I think those 8 are really strong, and they're tough kids, and they really want to change the program, and they want to go out with a win. And so I think they've really kind of been the pushing factor. A lot of kids look up to your seniors, and they're supposed to be your leaders, and so I think they've done a good job of that. And we just have, like I said, we have a really big freshman class. They're like 25 deep, and so they're really tough kids, and we got some good things going on here at Bellmont. So I think if we can just keep buying into the culture and learn to play tough for 4 quarters no matter what, and don't live in the roller coaster of success and failures. Just show up, play hard, play Bellmont football the way it's meant to be played, and I think we'll be all right.
As far as the offense, you bring back Charlie Ferrotes. Not often you see a quarterback get starting varsity time as a freshman. What have you noticed from him and just the rest of this offense as you guys are inching closer to week 1?
Yeah, the kids have had the kind of change things around a little bit more consistency, kind of a little bit different. We're playing in like a system now. Things work off each other, build off each other, and that type of stuff. So it's been kind of a learning curve, but I think throughout the summer we've done a good job. I think the kids are, committed to learning it, committed to learning their job, doing the best of their ability. Charlie he's one of the most coachable kids I've ever had. It's not very often that you have a kid where he's very critical of himself, very critical of his game, and he wants to succeed. He wants to be a good player. So it's not very often as a coach where you almost got to tone that back. So that's really exciting. He's a good kid. We got like I said, we got some kids I think are going to be playmakers. Cole Barger kind of went under the radar last year. Was hurting some games. He's a good receiver for us. Charlie's cousin Oliver. There's a good connection there, good family bond there. His older brother Henry is out playing for us this year, playing some running back. So I think we got some skill guys, and if we can figure it out on the offensive line and play tough in the trenches, I think we can be good on offense.
Definitely exciting. As far as the defense, how do you feel like that unit's coming together?
Yeah, I think our defense, man, I think they're really going to be tough. We got some big physical kids. Our defensive line's got some good size, some good athletic ability. Braxton's a stud there in the middle. And then we're really honing out the back end with some athletes. So, I guess if there's one thing that, I've always been kind of a defensive coach on the defensive side. I played defense in college for the most part, and so that's one thing that I really take pride in. And so, I really hope that no matter who we play this year, I hope that they think that, our defense was tough and physical for 4 quarters.
If there's one X factor or one key you need to focus on this next week and a half just to make sure you're ready to play winning football against Madison Grant, what do you feel like that is?
I would say the biggest thing is belief. For a long time around here, there has not been belief. They don't believe they can win. If they're up in games, it's like a lucky type of thing. I had a lot of the similar issues at Southern Wells. You gotta make the kids believe that they're winners, that they've earned the right to win, that they've done the right things. They've showed up to the weights, they've showed up to the summer conditioning, they've put all the pieces of the puzzle together, and so now there's got to be that belief system that deep in their belly they think they can win, and they want to go out. They're not afraid to make mistakes. Those type of things. So I would say that's probably the biggest X factor.
Gotta love it. Coach, anything else you want to add that I haven't asked about already?
Nope, thank you.